That tour was really interesting, don't you think?
Oh, hi. Wait, I know who you are. I'm Glissando, the most beloved bard of the Glitterati. They even call me the Enchanted Lute. A bit embarrassing, yeah. Anyway, I just performed at King Elion's castle. I was on my way to another stage when I overheard the king and his retinue talking. It seems the highwaymen have cost the royal treasury enormous sums of money, so Elion has decided to cut a new trade route through a magical forest. But anyone in the kingdom who isn't playing with dolls knows that the balance of the forest must not be disturbed. After all, its powers are nourished by a great deity, the giant dendron. If the woodcutters cut down half of those ancient trees, we'll be screwed. I was so horrified that I let out an audible gasp, and the king's guards overheard me. Even though they had bows and arrows, I was able to outrun them, but then your horse appeared out of nowhere. It was nice to meet you. I know you didn't mean to hit me. Guide me through the woods. Isn't your home in the wilderness where the keepers of the forest live? Thank you.
Evelyn, who is this? Oh, you must be the famous bard, Glissando. Come in, come in. I'm Orion, Evelyn's father. We will, of course, help you get through these woods and reach the border, sir.
Open up, Orion. It's the Royal Guard. We're looking for the intruder. The king has ordered to search all the houses.
Oh no, please, help me find a place to hide.
Be right there. Hey, hide here, quick. Hurry, the basement hatch is under the carpet. Hello. Sorry it took me so long to open the door. I was busy at the forge, you know, and these knees are not what they used to be. Please, come in.
There is a bard known as Glissando, hiding somewhere in these woods. By order of the King Elion himself, this bard must be taken into custody. If you see him, report to the nearest guard post immediately, and tell them what you know. Goodbye.
Phew. We need to get Glissando out of here as soon as possible. I know how to get to the ancient dendron quickly. Evelyn, please bring me some writing utensils so I can draw a map with the shortest route. While you were looking for those writing materials, the fastest way is by river.
Don't worry.
Is that so?
Thanks for sticking up for me, Evelyn. Hey, if I were a coward or a big mouth...
Very well.
I recognize these arrows. They belong to Alien's guards. I assume the local centaurs fought them here. Phew! That was a close one. These sort of traps could only have been left by the guards. We need to find a way to disarm them.
I don't believe this. My son was supposed to grow up to be a mighty warrior, strong in body and spirit. Not once did I think that my own son would exchange his royal sword for a lute and betray his loyal men in favor of forest dwellers, the same ones responsible for the starvation of our people.
This forest belongs to the magical creatures who live here, and my destiny belongs to me alone. I don't care about power or swords, and it's not up to you to tell me who I should be. The magical creatures of this forest get vital energy from these trees, and if they are cut down, they will all die.
We'll discuss your behavior later, when we don't have an audience. Guards, take her!
What a pity that a talented huntress such as yourself has to die.
Don't be afraid. Take my hand. I'm so sorry I couldn't get to you in time. Centaurs can't swim, so I could only watch helplessly. My name is Domna. Thanks to you, the forest dwellers know about the king's plan to cut down the forest. I've been watching this father-son conflict unfold, and I'm very surprised to see that the son is standing up to his father for as long as he is with us. There's a village of centaurs not far from here. All the centaurs have had to hide in the woods to avoid confronting the king's warriors. Would you come with me? A centaur and a famous huntress should be a pretty unbeatable duo, right? All right. Anyway. Oh no, the Hall of Elders is ruined. This place means so much to me. Could you, in the meantime, I'll have a look around.
Evelyn, is that you? Thanks. My father knew that the forest dwellers would not let him have this forest without a fight. He's already headed to the ancient dendron to kill it, to destroy the very heart of this forest. Hurry! Use the royal griffins and get to the dendron before my father. I will take care of this griffin in the meantime, so that it will not be rebellious while you check everything you need to get ready for the fight. And Evelyn, I was going to tell you who I really am, but I wasn't sure what you'd think. Not all the dwellers have good intentions as you do, and someone would surely have caught me and demanded a ransom if you hadn't been there. What I'm trying to say is, I feel lucky I met you.
I regret that I will have to destroy the ancient dendron, but I have no choice. This forest is the only thing that can save my kingdom from imminent starvation. I didn't waste any time. At this very moment, my loggers are reaching the edge of the forest.
You've been so obsessed with the welfare of your stupid kingdom, father, that you've forgotten what politics is all about. Honor. That's why I've chosen the path I have. That's why I want nothing to do with you.
What? How dare you speak to me that way? It must be that girl who's put all these foolish notions into your head. You still don't have any taste in women, it seems.
For once in my life, my father actually knows something about how I feel. Evelyn, stop him.
will finish what I started. One day!
We managed to save the forest, for now. But my father doesn't give up so easily. He'll be back. I'm sure of it.
Level this damn forest to the ground. Show no mercy to anyone who stands in our way. I haven't come this far just to turn back now.
look who's coming around. How do you feel? I'm Evelyn. Nice to meet you. I saw you lying on the ground with that horrible wound and decided to help. Don't worry, I cleaned you up and put on that bandage, so you should be okay. Ah, that poor creature over there is Volkalak. It's strange that one arrow could take away all his magic powers and turn such a mighty creature into an ordinary wolf. I bet forbidden magic is involved somehow. That's better. Narita, you have magic powers, don't you? Do you think you could heal him? Your magic powers. Something's clearly wrong. We must get them back. The fairies will help us for sure, but first things first, we need to find another way to help Volkalak. It worked! These herbs really got Volkalak back on his paws. Now we should be able to ride him to Eolin, the queen of the forest fairies.
Hello, I'm Eolin. I welcome you to my village. What has brought you here?
The forest is in peril. We have to stop King Elion and his troops, and fast. Look, they used this weird arrow against the one person who dared get in their way.
I sense strong forbidden magic. This wound of yours is the reason why you lost your magic powers. I think this calls for a meeting of the Fairy Council. While I'm busy with council matters, go and find Taylor. She's the only fairy who can identify the spell that took your magic powers. Don't worry, Taylor will get them back. And Evelyn, Orion is in the village now. I think he'll be glad to see you. Okay, I'll meet you both later. Here, show this to Taylor.
Oh, Evelyn. Lord Almighty.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
You were a courageous one. If only everyone felt that way. Are you looking for Taylor? She lives in the house that's highest off the ground. Well, I need to go and help the fairies prepare the defense. Feel free to take whatever you need.
Hello, come in. Forbidden magic. There's a sacred glade here in the village. I'll have all the ritual paraphernalia ready by the time. No, since you're going to the sacred glade, you can also visit our magisterium. That chronicle is full of notes about all the important events. Great! I can get you to the magisterium. Well, I'd best go and prepare for the ritual. Thank you. Now we are ready to perform the ritual. It'll show us whether the arrow really has some forbidden magic in it. If that does turn out to be the case, I'll give you a potion to drink that will reverse the spell. Oh my, it's worse than I thought. Elion used a special type of forbidden magic called animancy to make this poison, and he's coated all his troops' weapons with it. Once this poison is in a magical creature's system, it loses all its magic powers. The poison doesn't have as intense an effect on animals, so they can be cured with just a few simple herbs. That was the case with Valkalak. But you need a potion with the elven sacred water in it. The experience, it's not going to be pleasant. The potion has quite a kick. You might even faint, but the result is worth it, I promise. So, here, drink it.
Oh, thank God. I was so worried about you. I'm glad you're awake. From this moment on, I'll do my best to always be there to protect you. Taylor told me your powers are back. She and Evelyn are helping Eolin now. Now, I'll give you some time alone to get ready.
You came here to feel the strength of... Great to have you back. Taylor told the council about the magic Elion uses to destroy the forest and everything within. It's very dangerous for fairies to fight the king on their own, so we decided to ask for the ancient dendron's help. Being the heart of this forest, it certainly has the power to stop Elion's army. We'd better hurry and ask for the dendron's blessing. It's sleeping now, but I know how to wake it up. I'll also need your help, if you don't mind. Now, come follow me into the portal. This is the part where your restored magic powers help us wake the dendron up. Find the sacred stone, draw the runes on it, and perform the ritual. The stone is somewhere here. All right, let's look for it together.
It'll be too dangerous for you to stay here. As soon as you've brought that wall down, run as fast as you can and find a place to hide. I'll deal with the troops. And Narita, I'm not sure why, but I trust you. I want to be honest with you, in case I don't make it. Yeah, I thought you'd say that. Together, then. But while I still draw breath, I swear no harm will come to you. I don't know what the future holds. I don't even know what's in store for us an hour from now. But I need you to know how I feel. Here, take this. I want you to have it. And maybe it'll help you understand.
Great dendron, these are trying times for the forest, and for all the creatures who call this place home. Please, help us protect it. The ancient dendron gave its blessing, and with it, the power to control the snare plants. The king and his army won't stand a chance against us now. Let's show them who they're dealing with. Look, the wall. The troops are going to be here any minute now. We must stop this madness. Narita, find a way to take down that wall. And here, this could end up being useful. Children of the forest, steel yourselves.
This is not over. This forest will be mine!
We did it! It's time to celebrate our victory. If Elion comes back, we'll defeat him again. as many times as it takes.
Prince Henry is still unconscious. Oh, poor thing. The knave who poisoned his wine knew what they were doing. Ring the bell to call the healer once you feel better. Greetings, Your Highness. While you were unconscious, I performed an examination and was able to determine that some kind of potion was added to your wine. That's why you were in such a poor state. Perhaps there is some magic involved. Unfortunately, I'm not an expert in this field and can't tell how it might have affected you. You look pretty healthy now, so you're free to leave the chambers. I'll leave you in peace, Your Highness.
Feeling better, son? That's great. Unfortunately, we still haven't found the person who poisoned your wine. But don't worry, we will soon. Well, since you're all right, we should be able to proceed with the wedding planning, no? Ursula was beside herself with worry. Poor girl is waiting for you to come around. Go and put her mind at ease. She has to get back to wedding planning, too. Now I need to go and make sure the guard takes all measures necessary to catch the poisoner.
Well, well, well. Now you will marry me willingly, young man. Oh, don't be... What are you waiting for? The wedding ceremony is about to start. Let's go!
Stop the wedding, now! Oh, I'm glad you are with us again, brother. Listen, Ursula isn't a princess from our neighboring kingdom as our father believes her to be. She's Ida's pet witch, sent here to bewitch you. Ida is a priestess of the forbidden part of the forest. We haven't figured out what she is up to yet, but we surely will once the spell she put on you is broken.
Nerida, nice to meet you. You need to go to the swamp and find a healer named Velva. She'll deal with the spell. Here, the shortest way to the swamp. As a precaution against unwanted travelers, though, I made it so that you need to have a motion ring to go through the portal. It must be somewhere in my hut. And take this. Could prove useful. Now I have some urgent business requiring my attention. Good luck.
Hello, I'm Velva. I knew you were coming. I also know the reason you are here. I can break it with an antidote spell. The antidote spell's effect is supposed to last only until it serves some purpose. But there was no wedding. The same spell affects all people differently. Of course, but Fine, I'll go to the forest and find the necessary ingredients. Great. These are exactly the ingredients I asked for. Thank you. Here, take it. There is a bottle of potion and something you might need in the future. Remember that the potion will only work if you add a lock of hair to it from the head of the person you're obsessed with. Ursula, right?
We'll find one in Ursula's chambers.
The palace must be empty now since everyone is out in the forest looking for you. Now is our chance to sneak in, unnoticed. Let's split up and meet at the palace. Then we can look for a way to sneak inside.
Well, if it isn't my lovely husband standing in front of me. Oh, that's so sweet. You can't live a day without me, can you?
Wake up, Henry! She's toying with your mind! That's much better. We should take her to Velva for a little interrogation. This woman knows for sure what Ida is up to.
She won't tell us anything without a potion of truth, but I don't have belladonna substrate to make it. Nerida, my house isn't the only thing hidden in this forest. I desperately need a siren's feather. If you went, you'd... Splendid! I'm off to the forest to collect some ingredients. Nice to meet you, young man. Look at my face. Bring me the solution. Thank you. That's exactly what I was looking for. Now I can wake up Ursula and give her the potion. But remember, its effects won't last long, so you need to question her as soon as she wakes up.
Ida made me do this to the prince. She wanted to use me to get closer to the king. Ida rules over the forbidden part of the forest. She doesn't want the king to destroy it together with the rest of the forest. Her plan is to get closer to him and then stop him.
Here, take this. It will come in handy.
Yeah, our father isn't the decent man you think he is. He was trying to destroy the magical forest for his own selfish gain. Thanks to Evelyn and Nerida, we can still walk its shadowy paths. Maybe Ida isn't evil. She only bewitched you to defend her home? If that's the case, we must help her. If the king learned the truth, his people must have captured Ida and brought her to the palace. Ursula could help us, but we need to set her free first. What do you think, brother?
Ida only wanted to stop the king. Thank you for freeing me.
To the palace, then. We must prevent my father from doing whatever he's planning to do.
I've learned more about the spell like... That girl is the one you're destined to be with. Unfortunately, I don't know who she is. Wonderful. Your future is bright. You need to be courageous.
Naive fools. You fell into our little trap. You are wrong to think I care about the entire forest. I only care about the part that belongs to me. The king made me an offer that was just too good for me to pass up. Great deeds await us.
We have to prepare for the worst. Ida is one of the most powerful priestesses in the kingdom. Now that she and the king have joined forces, oh my. I fear what the future holds.
Honorable Lady Ida, over the last few weeks there has been an alarming increase in magical anomalies around our village, a small hamlet called Runswick. Tormented by fear, the locals are now scapegoating everyone who possesses some knowledge of magic. The villagers even threw stones at my harmless magical messenger bird. I can only hope that it will manage to deliver my letter to you safe and sound. Please come visit our village as soon as you can. The presence of a royal priestess should put the locals' restless souls at ease. Yours faithfully, Village Chief Ihan.
Just look at what the people of Runswick did to this poor bird. If the villagers don't calm down, sooner or later the inhabitants of the enchanted forest will retaliate. Then revolt will be inevitable. It is our duty as royal clerics to convince these people that violence isn't the solution. Please, open the portal to Runswick with the help of our magic mirror and enter it as soon as you can. I'll stay here and send a letter to the Royal Clerics Council to inform them of your temporary absence from the Academy. May luck be on your side, Lady Ida.
pestering her? Who gave you the right to harass our herbalist? Leave her alone, now! Lady Ida, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for taking the time to visit us. Just look at this angry mob. There's no way on earth I can reason with them. You, on the other hand, are a royal priestess, so your authority should make them take heed. Please find a way to distract the mob from our poor herbalist's house.
Look who has condescended to visit our godforsaken village! If it isn't our Lady High Priestess! They say the mere mention of your name is enough to make any evil sorcerer tremble with fear! But basking in glory is one thing, and actually helping the good cause is another. A deadly curse has afflicted this village for nearly a month now. It's wiping out our people like some kind of plague. And what have you done to uncover its origin? If you're as powerful as they say, prove your worth to us and lift the curse from Runswick. Attention, everyone! We are leaving. Let's scour the other areas of our village. You never know where those sorcerers might be lurking. As for that petty witch, leave her to our Lady High Priestess.
Quick, come in before the mob is back at my door. I'm Ursula, an herbalist for this village. The locals suspect I might have something to do with the curse that befell our village. The persecution forced me to hide my medicinal herbs. Forget about healing potions. Lady Priestess. I feel a bit better already. Blinded by fear, the curse of Runswick has its root. I could help the villagers. Thanks a lot for your support. The only way to stop this spread, it would make sense to perhaps they assume that's where the. Could you gather them and bring? In the meantime, I'll drive. Let's see what traces. This suggests our. As far as I. Here's our proof. It's time to put our finding. It's been a while since we... He lives in an old town. Thank you for agreeing to help our village. I know the shortest route to Wilhelm's tower. We'll get there in a matter of minutes.
I had long suspected you of sorcery, Wilhelm. The curse plaguing our village is your handiwork, isn't it? Well, now your own tower will become your prison cell. And soon enough, your grave.
Does that idiot seriously think he can stop a powerful sorcerer simply by locking him inside his own tower? If Wilhelm really is a warlock, defeating him will require a lot more skill. Let's clear the entrance and find him quick. The villager's wrath is...
Well, that's a curious plot.
Thanks for your support.
Fine, champ. I can actually help you reverse... I did resort to sorcery, but that decision was justified. For a long time, Ihan was so frail he couldn't walk without his staff. I cured him, but the disease came back with full force. Ihan and I share ties of friendship, so I didn't envisage refusing to treat his ailment. When my healing spells proved insufficient, I had to turn to my book of forbidden magic. However, the rites I performed to treat Ihan were nothing but a tiny shard of sorcery. No, I carried out the Moonlit Eyes ritual just to be able to deliver healing potions to Ihan unseen by the village guards. I actually noticed some traces of blight long beforehand. Thanks a lot for your help. As you can see, I'm here. Take my encyclopedia. If you wish, you... Unfortunately, I do have a replacement. My tower is at your complete... Your conclusion confirms my theory. Forbidden magic isn't the only thing capable of putting a curse on a human settlement. For decades on end, the residents of Runswick have persecuted everyone who... This age-old spite has accumulated over the years.
I suspected that too. I wonder how you always find... This is a message from our village chief Ion. I recognize his personal messenger bird. I wonder what news it has brought us. We must rush to Runswick. The peasants have learned about Ihon's secret meetings with Wilhelm and are now accusing him of conspiracy with an evil sorcerer. They're threatening to execute their own chief.
Runswick doesn't need a chief who conspires with warlocks! Get out of our village and don't even dare to come back! The time has come to purge our land from your dark sorcery!
Not so fast, Viego. Here's a little eye-opener. Warlocks are not responsible for the emergence of the blight in Runswick. It is the hostility in the villagers' hearts that has poisoned this land.
Wilhelm, how did you manage to get out of the tower? Was it really our high priestess who helped you escape? I can't believe a righteous royal cleric has chosen to side with witches. And now you're telling me the blight stems from my heart? And not from your own sorcery? If you're helping this warlock, Lady Ida, you are no better than our enemy. So I won't spare you either.
Residents of Runswick, open your eyes! You are ready to execute innocent people without a trial. Viego, from now onwards, I shall keep an eye on you and your followers. If you continue to persecute practitioners of magic, I'll banish you from our village for good. I can't thank you enough for saving my life, Lady Ida. Who would have thought the residents of Runswick could go so far in their quest to purify our village from witchcraft?
Thank you once again for everything you've done for Runswick. Your knowledge of magic has deeply impressed me. Would you take me as your apprentice? I'd love to learn from your wisdom.
Looks like you have a new admirer, and deservedly so. Your kind attitude to Ursula inspired the residents of Runswick to rethink their behavior, and the revolt swiftly died down.
It seems the depths of magic will never find peace among common people. They have no tolerance for those who are different from them. That's why we should stick together. With a mentor like you, Lady Ida, one day I'll prove that animosity corrupts the earth far more than any sorcery, even if doing so requires a bit of forbidden magic.